Hey guys, I'm Greg. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys.
Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today I do appreciate you stopping by, guys. This is another one that's been jerked out of the fridge downstairs, cellaring fridge. This is from Red Hook Ale Brewing. These guys are in New Hampshire, and guys, I did some of the Red Hook beers a long time ago when I first started doing beer reviews, and I found them kind of very transitional. And then I picked this one up because it was a big beer, 11%er. And I shoved it in the back of the fridge downstairs, and it's been there ever since. This is a 2010 edition, and according to the label here on the side, that it was done in the fall of 2010. And I'm going to read, it says age, it says Eisbock 28, ice processed winter warmer, aged for months at temperatures well below freezing. Eisbock 28 is extraordinarily smooth and malty with a bittersweet complexity achieved by ice processing. What that means is they freeze the beer and take off the frozen part, which is water, and they keep doing that, which is way like Ice House has done, to get more alcohol in the beer and remove the frozen water off the beer. Cheers to 20 years of liquid goodness from Red Hook. And here it says August 30th of 2010. That's 11%er. So this is April of 2019, so it's not quite to the 9-year mark, but getting close, 8.5 years anyway. Maybe a little heavier than that. Limited release, a nice looking bottle. Hopefully it has cellared well. And guys, I'm not even sure this brewery's still in business. I haven't seen anything around here lately from those guys. Of course, I don't look for it. They're not in the grocery stores or Kroger's or the gas stations that sell craft beer. So I haven't seen anything from Red Hook in a while anywhere. So I'm actually not sure they're still in business. It may be. But this was one of the bigger beers that they had produced back then when I was able to get their stuff, and I picked it up. But like I said, a lot of their stuff was very transitional back then, not for the seasoned craft beer drinker. So let's see if this lives up to what I'm hoping it will. I've got my fingers crossed here. So final beer of the evening for me. And like I said, the Red Hook was in New Hampshire. Like I said, not sure they're even still in business. Somebody may know that and post comments on it. Over to Untapped, they don't have IBUs, and it just says it's a retired beer, banned 2010. Of course it is, probably a brewed once beer. So I'm not sure what to expect on this one. It is an Eisbock, a Bock beer, which has been frozen and some of the ice removed. I don't know how many times they've done that to get all the water out of it. Hopefully they left a little in there so it's not too boozy, but it is an 11%er, so it's a big beer. And that's all we need to talk about, so let's get it open and see how this thing has cellared. Nice hiss. A little bit of smoke coming out. We're going to go down the center on this one and see what it produces as far as head. And I got a feeling there's probably a lot of junk in the bottom of the bottle, being setting that long. And I guess the other half will find that out when she pours her glass of what's left. About a finger of head on that pour. It is very clear on this pour. First may be a lot cloudier, and I'll tell you that when I come back, whether it was or not. Nice rich red mahogany color. Good looking beer. Very nice looking. To the nose we go. Roasted malt. Slight hint of some alcohol in there. Not much. Caramel, toffee. And that's about all I am getting. It's got a unique aroma to it. So we shall see. We shall see. It looks good in the glass. It really does. And it's got a very nice aroma. So a bouquet, if you will. And the head is basically dissipated now, fairly quickly. Let's dive in. Cheers. Big time maltiness and caramel. Very unique flavor to go with that aroma. Something definitely different, but I don't drink a lot of Eisbocks. Probably the only one I have. But nice malt characteristics and a very nice caramel toffee-esque aromas and flavors. Seems to be very pleasant, very tasty. So to me, it has cellared very well, guys. And like I said, this is probably one of their bigger beers that they produced at that time. Because a lot of the other stuff that I reviewed from those guys seemed to be very meh, transitional beers. So that's probably one of the reasons I picked this up at that time, because I had done some of their beers and they weren't super impressive. And I figured out, they've done a big beer here, so let's do that. And then it got pushed back in the fridge and has sat there for years and years and years. So 2010 edition of their Eisbock. Let's sip on it, let it come up to room temperature, and we'll find out where she ends up. Alright guys, I'm back. We've been sitting on it for a while now. Not very much lacing us up on the glass. Decent beer. It's not outstanding, world class or anything like that. Nice malty notes, hints of caramel toffee. And that's about all I'm getting on this. But they do have a lot of information, the year and what part of the year, the fall of 2010. The ABV is on there. The date's not, but 2010, that was back before a lot of these breweries were putting more information on. But it's got all the information you need. Fall of 2010 on this style of beer, 11%er. That's basically all you need. And it has the date of August on it, so it's giving you a lot of information on it. And like I said, I'm not sure whether this brewery's still in business or not, but I'm sure somebody knows whether they are or not, and whether they're producing beers now or not. But this was cellared very well, fairly impressive, not super impressive, but very enjoyable. A good final beer of the evening, which it is for me, and it seems to have cellared very well. So, final choke. Nice caramel toffee malty notes on the beer. Enjoyable. So with that being said, A- for me, guys. I'm going to give it a 90 right down the middle of the, well, probably the beginning of the A scale, being a 90 A-, just into the that scale. Over to Beer Advocate, they have it at 3.7, which is their B+, borderline B+. And over to Untapped, they have it at 4.01, which is barely into their A- scale, and I would agree with that. With all the information that's on the bottle, that's why I went ahead and give it the A- instead of the B+. And it'd be very enjoyable, and as old as it is, almost 9 years old. Sold very well. So very enjoyable beer. So if you've had this recently, their Eisbock 28 to 2010 edition, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge, guys.